Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Somber Echoes. Last episode, we lost our way a little bit. We struggled to realize that we could make this jump right here. Admittedly, it was very close. You had to physically jump and then use your lantern. Difficult to do, but we made it. And so now we're moving on up. We have, in the process of backtracking, looking to see if we found, if we needed a different upgrade or something else, we did actually make some pretty solid headway. We got all of the necklace pieces. We've actually got 2 upgrade materials that we can't use yet because we need lower level upgrade materials. And we're sitting at a cool 3 out of 4 Nyx fragments and 4 out of 5 statues, so I feel like we're doing pretty solid in terms of our progress. I think we're also pretty far along with the survivors, though it's a little tricky to tell. To my knowledge, there's not anything to just tell you there's this many of them. Not seeing anything there, so onwards and upwards. Hearing. Can you hear the survivors talking and I've just never actually picked up on it? Yeah, she's crying.
Bewildered and upset, she stared. Her gratitude she extended. This misery, destruction, and despair was the result of blasphemy. Ethyr and Nyx had justly cursed them all. Harmonia was to blame.
That's a very... Alright, 20? Looking to see if achievement pops. It has not, so maybe there's like 24. I can't take this down. I was expecting to be able to take it down. Okay. Alright. Huh. I feel like we just skipped a bunch of stuff. What I was going to say is that feels like a very, ancient Greece kind of concept of this one person did some blasphemy and now the entire society has to suffer for it. Got this here. I think I've got a plan for that. Or I do. Now what's over here? Confusing actually that there's this what looks like interesting little platforming sections here, but like we have no need to do them whatsoever. Boom. We did it, chat. Another memory. Interesting that we don't have like a count on how many memories there are either. We need to be careful. She has eyes and ears everywhere. The words she is spewing are blasphemy. Our cause is sacred, blessed by Aether and Nyx. She needs to be silenced. Right. That's the top of this room. If there's anything in that spot? Not really. Before we go through that doorway, I am gonna ride the elevator down. Let me... Yeah. There we go. One more health. Let's leave it down. Don't need to ride it the slow way. There are actually platforms here, so... Oop. Alright, so there's a memory there. Okay, okay. So rather than going over from here this way, maybe what we do is we go to here this way. Yeah. Go from here. Yeah. Nope, too early. By a lot. Why did I pull that so early? That seems maybe a little late. That's early now. Yeah, that'll work. Nope, it reset. Yeah, that'll do. Why do I keep pulling it so early? Am I miscounting? Is that what's happening? Well, that one, I think I hit the ground anyways, so... I hit the ground right here, so... Okay. My brain is leaking out of my ears, I guess. Beefed it. I had it, and I beefed it. hover button fast enough. Gosh, this is just a somewhat difficult section to watch, I imagine. Why did I pull the trigger like that? I was just like, yeah, I need to tap here. That was perfect until it wasn't. Alright, this should work. Boom, boom. Perfect. That took far longer than it should have, but it is okay. We got the thing. Fates are teasing me. Both father and mother are on this ship in this reincarnation. Do not remember, but I can see them being tormented every time they lay eyes upon each other, every time they lay eyes upon me. It's a fairly brutal concept. Your soulmate is someone from a previous life and you just don't remember, but like get sad or something every time you see them. You heard this song before? I don't recognize this. Oh, same main theme. The sarcophagus has been relocated to a safer place. If it is gravely threatened, it is now designed to eject in space. With the specimen alive, the end goal remains feasible. Wait, anytime you're like, the sarcophagus, it's just like, oh, that's probably not a good sign. Okay, so that was keeping us from this area in the beginning of the game, but we didn't see it on mine because I just never went down here. I immediately went up and to the right. Alright, let's see what's over this way. Alright, I see a one-way door. There's definitely something there, but we probably have to hit it from the other side. Right? Fair enough, fair enough. I enjoyed this version of the theme. This is nice. I see. It indicates that it's open, but not. Huh. Maybe he's gotten more hostile since we were originally here. do wish that this would show like this, where it indicates, hey, there's hazards on the ground. I realize that's kind of on me for relying on the minimap so much for navigating the world, but when you're looking up like we are right now, like we can't actually see. All right, we made it back up here finally. The main entrance to the throne room is blocked. I need to find another way. Classic video games. You made it to the goal. It is no longer the goal. I mean, there's got to be like a connection down, right? That feels like the only logical answer. Cool. Is this the sarcophagus? Seems to have moved here recently. There are vital sign readings on various displays. Someone or something is inside this thing. Unfortunately, the specimen is not growing at the desired rate. Considering the necklace has been shattered and the pieces are missing, the specimen is the only real chance she has to ascend. It needs to be kept safe for a little longer until it reaches the age required to perform the ritual.
A mourner, clad in robes of black, sat at the foot of the statue. She seemed to not acknowledge Adrestia's presence, and to herself she muttered. This piece of art had haunted her dreams since the day it was here erected. Some haunting memory clawing at her from deep within, it stirred. But she could not recall it.
Is this statue the rape of Persephone? I feel like I recognize that hand on her thigh. I'm honestly not enough of an art person to say. But like, we've got the multi-headed dog there, so yeah. Huh. That's 5 out of 5 statues, so we can go back to the other area now if we need to. Candles. Also, we did get a couple of achievements just now, and I kind of missed them because I was too enthralled by the statue. I had to figure out if it was a art history reference. If it is, that suggests to me that maybe the statues are like 3D scans, photogrammetry of real-world statues, which, if the case, that's cool. I know that some people might be like, oh, they're not actually modeled themselves. Go screw yourself. Taking a real-world object and turning it into 3D is a very cool pipeline. Whoa. Neat. Alright. We'll go over before we go up. All these murals. Ah, cool. Excellent. Circe. There's so many challenges, and we just got the achievement for activating all Circe chambers. Can we even see our challenges? How? How would these? I'm like hitting buttons that I don't normally hit, just to like check and see, hey, is there some trick that I need to know about for seeing the challenges? Okay. Okay. Probably not gonna fly, no. Alright, so from here. Yeah. These did not go the way that I expected them to go. That doesn't complete over, but that's fine. So, for this, we need to have come from this one. Get to this one, we need to have... Okay. Okay. That's not bad. Enough? Fun that they had the misdirect there.
In the dimly lit room, and as she approached, in shame he hung his head. Profoundly he apologized for all the misdirection, but it was for the greater good, he promised. With the necklace whole, Harmonia could now save them all.
New journal entry, betrayal apparent. Okay. Okay. This feels very final boss room-y. We still need to go to the other room.
An ominous feeling washed over her as the room she cautiously entered. Suppressed memories of what had happened here threatened to flood her mind.
Okay. Ooh.
Decisively, down the stairs she climbed, step by step, her gaze locked on Adrestia. The necklace was a way for her destiny to be fulfilled. Adrestia needed to help her reach her rightful place, or get out of her way.
Okay. I'm assuming we're going into bad ending territory. Put on necklace or
The
attack.
blow hit hard, and blood was drawn, but Harmonia seemed to expect it. With a bitter smile and a piercing gaze, to Adrestia she pointed. To the goddess of equilibrium it fell, the imbalance to amend, when it was also her that caused it. The memory could no longer be contained. Adrestia's mind was overwhelmed, for it was her that had the necklace shattered. The voice of Aether in her mind sounded gleeful, almost ecstatic. Adrestia had made the right choice. Humanity could be saved. A final boon the god imparted. Her sword pulsed with brilliant force. The time was nigh Harmonia to face, and put an end to her malevolent plan.
Okay, did I just lock myself into an ending by not putting on the necklace? That's interesting. Huh. If that's the case, I don't love that. I don't think that's the case. But, yeah. Side note. I'm not an English major or anything like that. I have written a novel. I come from a family of linguists. And I kind of hate some of the things that makes me. Like, there's a pedantic side to myself that I really wish didn't exist. Case in point, I got really distracted in that cutscene by the fact that they used neigh instead of nigh. Neigh is what a horse does. Nigh is when something is near. They're fairly different words. Even possible to... I mean, I assume it is, but... I should probably message the devs about that and be like, hey, there's a couple of just like minor bits. Oh, we're just right into it. Are taking a lot of damage here. Jesus. Jesus. Alright. Oh, just right into it again. I'm struggling to pull my, Nyx shield fast enough. Honestly, kind of feel like we're like legitimately locked in. Jesus. Alright, well, we did better that time. But I will say I am serious about wanting to go. Gosh dang it. This is a terrible run. Okay. Dead. We're just straight up dead. Doesn't really give us a choice to like gracefully back out, but we'll do this and just see what it does. Alright, yeah, so prior to making that choice. Interesting. Super interesting. Look at all those journal things. That's interesting that they showed up like that. Alright. There's something going on there that I want to see if we can figure out. Interesting that there's like a hologram in that tree in the background. Alright. In retrospect, that should have been obvious. I'm just dumb.
He looked around in disbelief. His gratitude he extended. Such marvel, luxury, and luster had fallen into ruin. The once glorious district was now wrecked. Everyone had to flee.
Alright, 21. Is that the number? I kind of doubt it, but, you know. We still haven't gotten, like, a, you know, there's not a, like, regional map percentage sort of thing. But maybe if we go to the mural, there will be. Kind of funny that even getting out of here is a slightly tricky jump. All right.
The mystical door delved in her mind. Her memories it rummaged. The warrior, the seafarer, the huntress, the lovers, the maiden. All of the memories were in place. The door in silence slid open. Distant and agonizing memories, the exquisite piece of art awoke. A battle-torn field, littered with forms in anguish. 11 figures, deities
11.
ancient and strong, were bowing low, defeated in an ancient battle. Their punishment was swift and cruel, sentenced to oblivion everlasting. Their immortal and once potent souls, to mortal shrouds, eternally encaged.
Right. So the gods fought and lost and got trapped in mortal reincarnations. After their infidelity, their betrayal, I could see the others laughing behind my back, mocking me instead of taking my side. They now lay their gaze upon the statues in despair, and they are not laughing anymore, are they? Right. So, still something there. Potentially something there, but honestly I doubt it. That seems quite unlikely to me to actually have anything. Potentially something up here. Again, I doubt it. A little surprising that there's not a bench down here. Like, the closest one is this one, and that one's a pain in the ass to get to. Let's see if we can't get to that pickup. We'll move on. Oh,
The time of the Olympians was long past. In screeching voices, Aetherian next declared. Capricious, tyrannical, and vain, long ago they were defeated, and humanity was saved. True to her nature, Harmonia spared not a thought for all the suffering and pain she caused in her efforts to ascend.
huh. That right there, that little scene, is such a good example of why I tend to keep recording even when I'm reasonably confident there's not going to be anything in the next little section. Because I was like halfway reaching for the pause recording button. You never know when playing games when something interesting is going to happen, and you never know when something interesting is going to happen that you miss. Like, it's really easy for stuff to happen in the background and you just don't even observe it. Which is part of why I tend to... My edits in these games tend to be pretty light. It's because it's hard to justify, right? Like, when you don't have perfect knowledge of the game, I'm so confused about this one. And it looks like it's a Nyx core, so definitely something I do want. Just need one more lamp is what it feels like, and I do not think I'm gonna get it. Lantern, not lamp. I don't know why I said lamp. Maybe there's another boot upgrade, but again, I don't think there is. But we need 1, 2, 3, 4 materials from somewhere. Feels like a lot of secrets to still be like genuinely missing. wish I could go, like, talk to an NPC and get some, like, vague hints and stuff, you know? Like, oh yeah, you should go look in the grove somewhere. We know there's this one, and I just continue to not get it. Breakable, yep, but from the other side. This feels kind of suspicious, actually, the more I look at this. Like, that's a big chunk of just empty. As is this. Let's go there. Nothing. This being thin right there seems weird to me. I guess we'll hoof over to that. I don't think it would bother me as much having the shield, like not having upgraded the shield, except that I know I'm sitting on an upgrade that I can't even take advantage of, you know? I think that's bothering me more than a lot of other aspects. Alright, so down in here, let's see. Nope, nope, down. blitzed through that one, but I didn't see anything. Oh, nope, hold on. Hey, you don't want to, like, tell me
Nervously
anything.
gazing to and fro, she radiated. Forsaken was the.
So, no hints. There's a security door there that I could smack, but to what end? I'm slightly worried that I have taken something that's not reliable and assumed that it is reliable. The bit where, like, I could put my cursor onto the wall and it'd be like, there's a breakable wall here. I could easily see that not always being true, and I think actually thinking about it, there have been a few cases where I've seen that not be true, where it's not told me something's breakable, which would explain the secrets that I haven't found. I don't know. We're gonna look in the corner, because that's an easy one that we can do. I didn't see anything. Oof. Obviously, this is on me for, like, trying to find everything, like completionism and all that. But it is a little bit of a bummer that it feels like the game's like tripping a little bit on itself right here at the very end. I want to just check around. Okay, so this is a... Is this a bug? The black rectangle here is just not despawning. That's interesting. gosh, I have to do the thing again, don't I? There was a spot in there that would have worked in, but what? The ledge grab. The fucking ledge grab, I swear. No, quit ledge grabbing. I swear I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. There we go. You know what? There is a way that we can just deal with this. There we go. Look at all these journal entries. Hooray. Interesting that this is red like that. I assume that's because it's just the final spot. Alright, so continuing to scour the map for stuff that's probably not anything. Let's fast travel to here, because there looks to be, maybe, what's this? Spot over here that we haven't looked at, and it's nothing. So that's that. Spot up here. Also nothing. But there is something over here? What? How did we miss this? Huh. Jesus Christ. Whew. Alright. So that's weird that, like, I could see it on the mini-map, but it wasn't showing up on the map. So, cool. So, 3 more of these. And then 4 more... building materials, I guess. Okay, cool. Man, we really got ourselves into a pickle there. I would love it if the map had a regional completion percentage thing. It's kind of killing me that it doesn't. Let's see if we can't figure out something with this. Which is... I'm so quick to forget where things I'm pointing at are, so... What is that? What section of the map does that count as? Science department, I guess. One-way door. Or... I'm looking to see, like... Is there a spot that I can, like, throw a spear through? Nothing. I mean, there's gotta be something here. There's gotta be. Otherwise, why would you have a one-way door? Maybe it's on the other side? We'll look briefly, and then I think we'll call this episode, because holy cow. One hit, goddamn. Nope. Well, at least do that. Nothing in here. Yeah, alright. I think I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I'll leave all this flailing around in the final VOD. As much as it pains me to do so, because, oof. I do feel dumb at the moment, unobservant, but you know, that's the playthrough, I guess. Hold on, what's going on with that? We'll check one more thing real quick. This room. What's up with you? Nothing. It just looks weird. Huh. Probably just like a weirdness with the way that the camera is. I don't know. I mean, this room's got to be something, right? Like, I don't get it. And I want to get it, but I just don't. Huh, it's weird that there's this little extra bit right there. Alright, well, yeah, kind of a lame second half of the episode, but it is what it is. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Oh, also, Happy New Year. This video's going up when it is, so yeah, until tomorrow. Bye!